Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a singles love reading for my dearest Cancers. Cancer, if these messages resonate with you, I am going to ask that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I do have those links down below in the description box. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what clear messages, advice, and guidance come through for my lovely Cancers, for their highest and greatest good. All right, some of my Cancers, you're ready for things to kick off in your love life or to get things going. But it does look like you may even be approaching like dating, love, and relationships differently. You're seeing your role differently, maybe seeing what you want is different than what it has been in the past. All right, in the past, it looks like some of you were dealing with somebody who may have been a little bit nasty here. It may be somebody who rushed in and out of the connection, or it might have been something that, fighting, bickering, arguing, a lot of fighting energy is what I'm getting. Your challenge here is the Queen of Swords, all right? And what's coming towards you is the Seven of Wands, so you definitely have victory here. Strong Pisces energy in this reading, so you could have Pisces placements, or maybe you're dealing with somebody with Pisces energy. And we see the King of Cups in reverse. So I do see a lot of my Cancers. Some of you may have even experienced creative blocks in the past because it looks like you were dealing with somebody here that was either emotionally manipulative or not giving to the connection at all, maybe very draining for you. And with the Hanged Man energy in reverse, I feel like you pulled back, you sort of looked at all the details, you were doing some pretty heavy shadow work, and it's like you're just approaching love and relationships just very differently. Again, seeing your role differently, or seeing the type of person, change. The type of person that you want has sort of changed or morphed in some way. We see the Knight of Cups, but you definitely have romance on the brain here, Cancer. Maybe some of you are even seeing a particular someone differently and thinking about making them a love offer or flirting with them. But we do see the Queen of Pentacles energy in reverse. A lot of my Cancers, you're committed to just up-leveling when it comes to your finances, or you're in the midst, or you're starting some type of glow up. Because I do feel like with this Five of Swords energy, like this is somebody who, I don't know, I feel like they either chipped away at you, your self-esteem. Again, my lovely Cancers, I know I say we because yours truly is also a Cancer. But Cancerian energy, we really do oftentimes overgive to people in connection. So I do feel there was something quite draining about this past situation. And I feel like I'm really connecting to my Cancers who are determined to not repeat any of those past mistakes. All right, so yeah, you may have had somebody, you may have been involved in some sort of codependent relationship. This may have even formed a trauma bond. Yeah, and it looks like it was seriously draining you. And it may have taken you a while to figure it out, and that's no sort of fault of your own. It does feel like you were dealing with somebody who was pretty sneaky, lying, or maybe deceptive, or just a situation that, like, before you realized it, it was just really unhealthy. So I'm getting like an energy of codependence there. So your challenge here is the Queen of Swords. So I do feel with some of my Cancers, your challenge here is kind of interviewing and vetting people. Now, some of you just haven't found anybody that you want to emotionally invest. So you might just be saying no or next, or swiping to the right or the left, or whichever way you're supposed to swipe. Swiping to the left, I guess. I don't know. You can see how much of that I do. But the Queen of Swords, like some of you, you've been kind of very cerebral when it comes to dating, but you're ready for romance, you're ready to feel invested, you're ready for something very heart-centered. But for others of you, this is an energy of like really, I'm not saying you can't lead with your heart, Cancer, because it might be, virtually impossible for a Cancerian not to do that. But with the Queen of Swords is like really vetting people, taking your time, enjoying the process of getting to know someone versus being too, attached or married to the outcome of the particular date or the connection. All right, and we see the Six of Pentacles. So again, my Cancers out there, some of you do have to do a little bit of dating. And I feel like some of my Cancers, you don't really always love the dating game and sort of I've got to kiss a lot of, princes to, you have to kiss a lot of frogs to get to your prince, right? Again, or princess or whatever it might be. But I feel like a lot of you, like there is something here about like building momentum, not being afraid to like test the waters and being okay with certain things that don't work out. Like it's inevitable that you're going to meet people that you're not super compatible with, or you like certain things, but if it's not right, it's not right. Just take it as like honing your skills, but also really focusing, Cancer, on connections that bring you balance and reciprocity, and making sure that you don't fall into any sort of old patterns of overgiving. Okay, so just being really cautious, really aware of that. Yeah, and again, with the Three of Wands, I mean, your ships are certainly coming in, but for some of my Cancers, you might have to wait a little bit, right? So it's like about not rushing the process. Some of my Cancers too, be aware of distance within a connection and how you feel about being in a long distance relationship. You know, does that work for you? Because maybe some of you in the past, you've been like, yeah, okay, that works, and it really doesn't. Okay, and for others of you, there may be a connection coming up to you that is online, and just that's really about making sure you don't keep yourself single for someone that you don't know exactly who they are or what they're offering you. So just like paying attention to any sort of red flags there. But with the Seven of Wands, you definitely do have victory coming towards you. I mean, this is absolutely a victory. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands energy in reverse, and we have the Queen of Wands. So this person really might have fire in their chart, Aries, Leo, or Sag. This person is quite fiery. They're very attractive. Some of you, they may be a single parent, so that might be, you know, a little heads up there. But I also feel for some of you too, you might have someone here who's very, very attractive, but they might kind of start off as a casual thing, okay? And again, Spirit's telling you not to be afraid of that. Now, that doesn't mean you have to put yourself in a situation where you're dealing with someone who's dealing with a whole bunch of other people, but it's just about like not rushing it, Cancer. Because I do feel too, this person is probably protecting and guarding their energy, and they want to, even though they're fiery and they're passionate, they may also be a little bit hesitant because they've been burned in the past by rushing into things. But you've got the Two of Cups here, Cancer, so it does look like it's a soulmate connection. However things may start off between the two of you or whoever this person might be, there's victory here with a soulmate. Beautiful energy, such good news for my Cancerians who I know so deserve it. All right, so let's go ahead and see, let's check the oracle cards. Any advice and guidance here for my Cancers? Look at that, bright future ahead. There are no limits to what you can have. Believe in your dreams and success will follow. Absolutely gorgeous. Yes, you and this person, I feel, have a bright future, but Cancer, things are looking really good for you. And we get rising crescent. It's time to set a new goal or dream a new dream. You don't have to leave your comfort zone, just expand it, right? So it's not about abandoning altogether like what you're attracted to or what you want, but maybe about expanding the parameters of the type of person that you may be willing to accept into your life, but within reason, right? And not doing anything risky or anything like that, but it just feels like it's time to look towards something new. All right, and at the bottom of the deck, we get stand your ground, hold your own power, never give it away. Not everyone is there to support you. And I feel like this is really about the vetting process, Cancer, when you meet someone. You know, just like standing your ground, don't be afraid to speak your truth. Don't be afraid to tell them what you want, what you feel you deserve in a relationship. You know, what your boundaries and what your expectations are. Remember that that a real person is definitely not going to be turned off by that, okay? And definitely stand your ground. Make sure that if you do have any overgiving qualities or tendencies, which I know a lot of us Cancers do because we're just very naturally nurturing and loving by nature, but just make sure that you know that you even like hold the hard line with yourself too, Cancer. All right, so let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and see what are the lessons here from this past connection. It does look like somebody here too. You know, may have been, I don't know if this was like some type of gold digger here. It was just somebody here that really drained your energy. But the lessons here from this connection were about honesty and integrity. So in all situations, we're setting an example. Say what you mean and mean what you say. So don't be afraid to stand your ground, to speak your truth. And I know a lot of Cancers, we do tend to keep things bottled up until, you know, until there's resentment or we hit a boiling point. Yeah, but say what you mean what you say, and then also hold other people to that as well, because you may have been dealing with people that didn't, all right, that didn't do that. and we see disconnect. And understand why someone has withdrawn emotionally or physically. This may also encourage time away to reflect. So understanding why you needed to withdraw from that connection, or maybe this person rushed in and out of the connection with you, but understanding that that was, you know, Spirit's plan here. All right, let's go ahead and see. So your challenges here are just, I feel like it's like about either some of you have been too cerebral, maybe emotionally disconnected from, you know, from actually dating, but a lot of you too, it's about being more cerebral and vetting someone and making sure you don't overgive, and understand that your ships absolutely are coming in, but they're coming in divine timing, so it might not be exactly when you want it to. So sort of enjoy the process of being single and getting to know people and what you like and what you don't like, especially those of my Cancers out there who haven't or weren't single for a while. Let's see what advice and guidance Spirit has for you. Take time with your loved one to reconnect in your heart space. Yeah, but I kind of feel like this is not about reconnecting with this past person or anybody here from your past. It's really about connecting to your heart space, Cancer, doing that heart chakra healing. I'm also seeing it's really important to do the things that you love with the people that you love, because that is ultimately going to be like the #1 key to raising your vibration and feeling grateful. All right, and you have been through a tough time, but with strength and determination, you certainly will recover. And a lot of my Cancers, you absolutely have recovered. You know, you're really transmuting this energy, and you're calling in somebody who's very sexy, very powerful, and very passionate. All right, this is somebody who's done quite well for themselves. Let's go ahead and see. What else do we need to know about this person? Strong fire. I am not surprised. Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay. All right, and we have, they may be a Libra or have Libran tendencies, so they enjoy beauty, fairness, and harmony in relationships is important to them. Perfect. So they're definitely not going to allow you to be the one that's over giving. Okay, and this is going to be quite an intense connection. So the depth of this person's thoughts and emotions indicate a high intellect and a strong focus on their subject, and it's going to be also a very passionate connection. So get ready for an exciting lover here, Cancer. Ooh, we love that for you. And yeah, and somebody who's also going to be very passionate, maybe about some of the same things you're passionate about. But I'm just getting just like a very passionate, kind of hot-blooded romance coming your way, Cancer. But we're also seeing here that this person is your 2 of Cups, so strong soulmate energy. All right, let's see. Anything else my Cancers need to know about their love lives at this time, please, Spirit? Anything else my Cancers need to know about their love lives here? So, yep, you were definitely dealing with a karmic relationship in the past, and I feel like you did, and you had to learn some of those tough lessons, Cancer. All right, yeah, and some of you, it may have chipped away at you. You know, it may have at some point in time, because in your energy, we did get the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Like, you may have just, you know, this person may have somehow made you feel like you weren't good enough or you weren't worthy. Again, that's energy that definitely needs to be left in the past. There may have been fear or ego issues or even some jealousy, but just know that that connection was not good enough for you, Cancer. All right, and we see keys on a ring. Just remember that you have many options. I do kind of feel, and I know some of my Cancers aren't going to really like that, but I do feel some of my Cancers, like you may have to kiss a few frogs before you get to your prince or to your princess, right? Like, and it doesn't mean you have to kiss anybody. It doesn't mean you have to kiss any frogs at all. But I do feel like for some of you, like there's a little bit of a lesson in dating and like just enjoying like the vetting process and getting to know people, because your person too, they might, you know, sometimes when it takes somebody like time to get to us, it could be that they have their own karma to release too before they can meet you in your high vibration. But look at this, Cancer. You have a lot of passion, so I do feel like you know, your sex life is about to really take off when this person comes into your life. You're going to have really great chemistry. You're going to like each other equally. It's going to be really fun, Cancer. It feels really good. It feels really exciting as well. So let's go ahead and see what else my Cancers need to know here, please. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Cancers, please. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Cancers, please. All right, we get tease. Ooh, this person might tease you. All right, yeah. So I'm not gonna say what I was thinking. Should I say what I was thinking or what came to me? But anyway, some of you might engage in a little bit of edging during sex. But anyway, that's the message that came through. Or this person just might like to really tease you. The energy is fun and lighthearted, but it is uncertain. All right. So it might start off as a little bit of a tease. It might start off as a little bit uncertain here. All right. Nothing wrong with that. But this is going to be allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. Yeah, this is going to be a healing and transformative connection for my Cancers. It's also your lasting love. This is your true love. All right. And Spirit saying, give this person a chance. Because, like, you know, they might be very different than what you're used to, is kind of what I'm getting. Or it might be a very different type of relationship than what you're accustomed to. But it's in like the best possible way, Cancer. All right. So I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you so much love and light, my fellow Krabby Patties. Take care.